It is the most perfect, beautiful day today. It's like 68 degrees. Won't last long, but it's nice now. So let's see what happened to our little vacuum gauge here. Well, it's vacuum gauge at the moment. No leakies. That's good news. I can charge that up today. I'm not going to do it right now. It's too cool out there. Our body panels turned out pretty good. Maybe I'll show you them up close. It's not body panels, interior trim. See right there is where it was cracked and broke. And then we used some JB plastic weld on the back side. Looks like we forgot a spot there. First we super glued it, then we JB welded it. And hopefully it'll stay together. This stuff becomes quite brittle as it bakes in the North Carolina sun. Quite brittle. Well, it's kind of early in the morning before church, so I'm going through this toolbox I obtained yesterday. Get what's good in it out and throw away what ain't. I ought to show you what I've been doing, hadn't I? Here's what I've been doing. I fixed the dome light so it works. Or at least with the driver's door. I don't know why it never worked the passenger door. Got all the trim back in. Cool headliner. I didn't put this trim in the corner because I got to take the dash back off. I put new speakers up in there, but I used the original brackets and I should have took them out. Speakers are too high, which makes the dash too high. I don't feel like messing with that today, and you know me, I don't feel like it. I might not do it. And then I went ahead and pulled this valve cover off. The rubber gasket was crispy fried and falling apart, which is why it's leaking oil all over the place. The motor is a little dirty in there, but I seen worse. I can tell that that it's cleaning it, the new oil. So I think I better change the oil sooner than later. Had a little buddy here recently, bought him a little S10 for cheap, 500 bucks, and rode it around a good bit. And then she started knocking. I think that's what happened. That thing was so caked up. Some fresh oil flushed all the stuff loose, plugged the oil sump, and she started knocking. But he's learned a good lesson, put a different motor in it, and it's cruising again. Oh, and then over here, I don't have the right gasket for this, so I'm going to try this. I don't recommend it. Don't you all try it. It's stupid. Don't do it. But I'm going to use a regular gasket I had laying around. A vintage Mr. Gasket. And cut the little tabs off and siliconed it up and stuffed it in there. And we're going to see if it leaks or not. I don't think it will. But you should buy the correct stuff. You should do it. Alright, the latest little dilemma was the little rubber grommet that goes in the top of the valve cover there was brittle, and when I pulled this out it broke. Of course I don't have one nowhere, but I went over here and took a look. This old Pontiac motor, there's one right there, and it's not brittle, so it's going to get a Pontiac grommet in it. That's an old WT motor, for those of you in the know. Alright, I think she's about ready to back out and charge up the AC and see how that works. Still lots to do on the old girl, but she's come a long way here in a few weeks. I think I'm going to tint the windows when I get in the mood for it. I think I'm going to go ahead and buy a seat cover and new carpet. The old truck's pretty nice. She runs good, drives good. Got patina, but that's all the rage these days, right? Alright, let me go get cleaned up. I think it's about time for dinner or lunch or something. I don't know. Alright, look who joined me. After I went and worked the grill, the magic hands, and cooked up some hamburgers and some brats and some peppers and onions and some other stuff. It's all real good. Poppers. Yeah.
And I made asparagus wrapped in bacon.
She made asparagus wrapped in bacon. So after we got done with our healthy lunch, we took a little nap and then we came back out here. And the only thing left to do on this truck, or that's going to get done this weekend I should say, is we need to charge up the AC. And in order to do that, I got to move the 66 that's out there outside, back it up, and then back this baby out. I fixed the exhaust leak.
Awesome.
I think.
I gotta finish putting the headliner.
No, you don't. I done that.
Oh, you did that earlier this morning?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, you were playing hooky from church?
That's right. Well, my stomach hurt.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Looks pretty good, I guess.
I didn't put this one in
I see that.
because I got to take the dash out. The dash is too high, you'll notice. And that's because the speakers are too high. So I got to fix that.
Okay. Well, it looks good anyway. It's not hanging down.
That's right. You don't want nothing hanging down when you're speaking of headliners.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Let's see what else I do to this heat. Oh, I replaced the valve cover gasket. I kind of Mickey Mouse that together, but don't tell nobody. And I won't say nothing, okay?
Okay.
And,
I didn't see nothing, so I don't know nothing.
I don't know where you was at. So anyway, we got that to do, and I kind of like to get that Crosley out of the back of my truck that's been sitting in there over a month, so I can use that truck. I think I'm going to do that. And then I got some other errands to run. You know, I do other stuff besides YouTube stuff. Right?
Right.
And some of it's even car related.
Right.
It just ain't on YouTube.
Right.
Right. Just have a look right there, would you please? I thought to myself, I said, self, let's fill up the windshield washer reservoir and see what happens. Well, here's what happens. It's got a big old crack down through there, and it's leaking out pretty fast. Not as fast as I can pour it in, but almost. So, got that to fix. I probably sold 3 of them on eBay. I ain't got none now. Ain't that the way it goes? I need to learn a lesson from this and keep hoarding more stuff. Right?
I'm not so sure about that.
I just siphoned the rest out with that little piece of hose right there. You know what Mrs. Heavy Chevy said?
Gross!
The stuff is kind of sweet. Anyway, it's siphoned out. I can quit worrying about that. Look at her. She's JB welding that up. JB Weld. It's not just for metal anymore. I just made that up. I'm not getting paid by it. Alright, we're going to fire this baby up and back her out and charge her up with some... Yeah, that's right. Sort of sounds like I didn't get that shroud as much out of the fan as I thought I did, huh? Maybe we better fix that. Alright, we fixed that little problem. I noticed we got another little problem. But that's easily fixed, I think. Wait, let's charge up our AC. Alright, we're 1 can in, using the can clamp. And I think we're going to need a little more. But we'll let her warm up here and try to get close to the temperature. Alright, almost 2 cans in. That's where our pressures are. It's probably 80 degrees right now. It's not focusing too good. 35 and 180. And it's nice and cold right there. And there. And warm there and cold there. No. warm all the way. Let's see how things go here. Any cool air inside?
Starting to feel a little cool. This vent's not working over here.
I think I don't have the vacuum hooked up to the blend doors is what I'm thinking. It's blowing kind of cool, but
Not real cold yet.
it's a lot colder outside, out inside. I think that's what my trouble is. I better figure that out. Alright, I rigged up vacuum to go to the blend doors. That helped. I banged my head real good on that. That didn't help. And I think I'm going to put the air cleaner back on it. And take care of a couple little vacuum leaks right quick, I think. Not vacuum leaks, exhaust leaks. And then we'll take it for a ride and see how it does. That's going to make it a pretty nice repair, ain't it? I got to repair them 4 little rascals. They're all leaking exhaust. And I'm leaking a little bit too, but that's okay. Alright, I think they're all done leaking. Seems to be kicking off on the low pressure side about 27. Really remember. Seems like I ought to be a little lower than that. I think this switch is adjustable. I'm going to have to consult Mr. Tow Wrecker and see what he allows. It's cold right there. Cold inside, right?
I ain't been running long enough to really know.
Let's put a thermostat in it. A thermometer, I mean.
Well, where is it?
I'll get. Alright, I got out of the truck, bumped that terminal, and the compressor kicked on. So I dug around in my stash. Believe it or not, I had another one. That came off that one I sold to my buddy Got. Ooh, my goodness. Sold to my buddy Got Milk. And it seems to work. And it'll hold at least a 25. I couldn't get the kick off for that. So I think that one's more better. Well, it's 83 to like 40% humidity, which is quite low. I kind of want to add some more, but I don't dare at this point. We'll see how that switch helps things. I'm going to let her ride and do a little more research. She's going to take it for a ride again and let me know what's what. Sounds pretty good with that Flowmaster in there, don't it? So, Mama says, what? Is the AC any better?
Yes, 50 degrees when you're going down the road, so.
That's good. That's about the best you can hope for. I think the old dually got a little colder than that sometimes. I think I could add a touch more Freon, but I ain't gonna do it this minute. I'm gonna wait till it gets good and hot and see what it does.